sometimes I'll see ads for businesses, and then I feel bad that they don't have a great phone number. You know what I mean? Because they'll try to do the jingle, and they're like, call 829-563-2059-6. Like, who's gonna remember that? They're trying so hard. Like, you're fucked. Those are bad numbers. You got bad numbers. Who's remembering that song? 829-5733, semicolon, umlaut. How do you have an umlaut in your number? We got fucked. We didn't want to pay extra for normal numbers. Yeah, what is the umlaut? Yeah, I do. Other comics won't do umlaut comedy. I fucking will, yeah. What if I get arrested? I'm like a Lenny Bruce. Like, you know you're not supposed to talk about umlauts. Did you guys hear about that Lindsey Vonn story? This Olympics? It's pretty crazy. So she's an Olympic downhill skier. She's already won 3 Olympic medals, one of them gold. And then she has an accident in one of the runs where she tears her ACL. And there's an alternate who's like ready to go for instances like this, but she decides like, no, I'm gonna do this. Like, I will be the first Olympian to compete with no ACL. So then she does it, and in 2 seconds, she just fucking eats it badly. She just fucking eats it and slides down the mountain. They have to get a helicopter to airlift her out of there with what I can only assume is Italian taxpayer money. They airlift her out of there. Now the leg is even worse than just the ACL. They have to save this leg because there's like vascular damage and shit. They're able to save the leg, thank God, you know? And in her mind, she's a hero instead of someone who made a series of poor decisions. She's gonna come out with a book that's gonna be called All This Could Have Been Avoided. My story. The Lindsey Vonn story. Whoops. It's just my bad. I don't think she'd even say my bad. You ever ask a black guy how he's doing, and he'll be like, I'm blessed. I'm so jealous. I'm like, oh man, how do I get there? I want to be blessed. I've just been good. Like the best I've been. I'm just good. I've been great one time. Like back in 2019, I was great. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Yeah, I want to get there. How do you get to blessed is what I want to know. You ever ask someone how they're doing and they give you a real answer? You're like, hey, how you doing? He's like, not good. You're like, this wasn't a real, I was just doing the thing. Not good. My dog is sick. You're like, oh, fuck. And then when somebody else sees me, they're like, how are you doing? I'm like, this is not good. This other guy fucking unloaded on me. Now I'm like that guy. It's like The Ring. He's passing it to me. I'm like, this fucking guy unloaded on me. I would have just said good, but this fucker... Weird. I wasn't high when I wrote this, but I did have this thought. Glasses only work because we have ears. Right? It's kind of convenient, our ear placement. That makes glasses work. If we didn't have ears, we'd have like bungee cords. We'd have headaches all the time. It's like, squeeze it. I have to be able to see, but the bungee cord is the only way to get these lenses on my face. It's like when you put a bunch of rubber bands on a watermelon, it eventually explodes. Imagine you go to work for 8 hours every day with just like a bungee and like lenses on you. You're like, oh. Or you'd have to wear a hat with like lenses dangling over it. I'm just saying ears are an elegant solution. So there has to be a God. That's my reasoning for why there's a God. I'm like, glasses. How can you not believe in God? Look at this. And I just put glasses on. How can you not believe? You ever been on the subway and then like those breakdancing kids come in? They're like, we're trying to raise money for a football team. I do that when I get into elevators. Because an elevator is just an up and down subway. So it goes boom, and I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm just trying to raise money for my soccer team. They get off on like the 22nd floor. I'm like, take it easy. Right? Why are there different rules for the elevator? I want subway rules. We're traversing distance. We're in a cab. I'm not the crazy one, you guys. You're looking at me like I'm crazy. This is how I have a schizophrenic episode. My brain breaks over the semantics of this. You should be laughing. I'm right, you're wrong. He has a gun? Like, what? Why did the comic bring a gun to the show? What if I kill myself over that joke? I go, I'm right, you're wrong. Those are my last words. I'm right, you're wrong. I was playing tennis the other day, and then my buddy, he hit it out of the gate, you know? So the tennis ball just went out of the gate. And then at the same time, this dog was walking. This owner was walking the dog, and the tennis ball just landed right in front of the dog. And that's gonna be like the greatest day of that dog's life. Right? Not expecting it, a ball at all. He's just on a walk, and then fucking from heaven, a tennis ball. You go, but then we had to get the ball back. It was like the best and worst day for this dog. He's like, what kind of God puts a ball in front of me and then takes it away? There is no God. I'm like, I need to practice my backhand. Why God? Right? Just fucking ball out of nowhere. The heavens open up, like plunk. I felt bad. The life of a comedian, sometimes people see it, they think it's like cool. They see the comedian on stage, somebody doing big shows, and you're on the road, and it looks so cool. But there's so many elements and aspects of it. Like I was on the road one time, and before the show, I went to this Thai place to eat, and I'm by myself, so I'm just eating Thai food by myself. And then this guy comes up, he's like, yo, me and my wife, we're coming to your show tonight. Break a leg. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Then he goes, sits at his table, and then he's just watching me eat Thai food for 40 minutes by myself. It just totally shatters the illusion. If he was a fan of mine, like, I feel like afterwards he just comes up, he's like, we're not gonna go to the show. This was like too sad to see you eat Thai food. Like, it's kind of a bummer. You're funnier in your clips. You're eating Thai food for 40 minutes. Oh, have you guys seen Kim Kardashian? She has a master class. I was just scrolling on it. She has a master class that you could take, I guess. Like, what is that master class? How does that go? Like, step 1, sit on Ray J's dick. Step 2, have the tape leak. The leak is in quotes. Have your mom upload it. That's a cool mom, huh? I couldn't go to sleepovers. Meanwhile, she's uploading sex tapes. My mom wouldn't let me have ice cream before dinner. This mom is uploading sex tapes, but that's cool. It's crazy how many dental appliances you have when you're a kid, right? You have like a palate expander, you have braces, you have retainers. It's sort of like grills for parents who love you. It's a lot of money. It's like 5 G's in your mouth. Oh, man cave. You guys heard this term, man cave? Yeah. I didn't even write this, but I just thought about it right now. I guess like Bin Laden's cave was kind of like a man cave, right? Right? That's not the joke, but that could be something, huh? Man cave, yeah. Guys will have a man cave, right? And like they'll like it. That's how much women have like brainwashed us. They've just fucked us up where we think that's a privilege. Like we have one room under the house, like not even in the house, in the Earth's core, that we're allowed to have any way we like. No other room. Like we'll pay for the house and the rent, and like we can only have the man cave. And you're like, she let me put a poster of Scarface up. Pretty cool, huh? And the other guy's like, lucky. I'm driving home, like, Eric gets to put a poster of Scarface up in his man cave. Well, you're not Eric, okay? You can't have a man cave. Come on, just one room. I just want one room. If a guy was like, can we get a different rug? It's not gonna happen. I had a dream the other day that I had a baby, and I was meeting my friend at a coffee shop. I had the baby in a carrier, you know, and I was meeting my friend and his wife at the coffee shop. So I get there, and he goes, hey, there he is. And then he gives me a hug, and then he picks up the baby, and he's like, oh, what's his name? And I didn't know. And I didn't know why I didn't know. I just panicked. I had this dread. I'm like, why don't I know my baby's name? And then I woke up, and I'm like, oh, it was a dream. That's why. But in the dream, when I'm like trying to figure out what his name is, too much time passed, and I just went, Brian. Because he's just like holding the baby, and I'm just like at this cafe like this. And the voice in my head was like, you have to talk now. Brian. That's a name. Right? When you dream, you don't think to give your fake baby, a name. That was close. You should have let it hit your face and like sued the Comedy Store. Left on here, like, I came to laugh, and now look at me. I'm fucked up. How much money are you gonna get for this? You didn't even do this. You just went like lean into it. Just into it. How close did it get? It was over here.
We both grabbed it.
You both grabbed it. And you look into each other's eyes, and that's when you fall in love. He does that every show. He's gay. That's how he meets people. It's like in a rom-com where you both pick up the books. You were here the whole time? You guys were pulling back on his plasma stuff. You guys pussies. And then I was gonna launch into my plasma stuff. But... you ever have blue corn tortilla chips and forget about it until you take a shit and you get scared? Right? You look at your poop and you're like, what's wrong with me? And you're like, oh yeah, lunch at that Mexican restaurant. Right? Blue corn. Am I the only one? Does it make yours? It makes it look weird, right? It makes it look gray. It's like an alien in the toilet bowl. It's like visual asparagus. Does that make sense? Like you forget that you've had asparagus until you're peeing. You go, oh yeah, lunch. It's sort of like asparagus' last stand. Like, you will never forget about me. I just want to be fit enough to be the wallpaper at a gym. You know what I mean? That's my dream, just to be at a gym wallpaper. Whoa, they're ripped. When I was younger, I would run like a gazelle. It was just so beautiful. It was like so easy. I would just be in fields running now I'm like older. Now when I run, it's like you've thrown me down a hill and I'm just like trying to catch up my body. Like I'll have to jaywalk sometimes and I'm like 50-50 on it. My bones feel like biscotti. Music and comedy is so hard. Like music is so much better than stand-up, so it's like very hard to do stand-up on music shows. Like one time, my agents, they said there was an offer for Gathering of the Juggalos. They go, you want to do stand-up? But luckily I knew what that was, so I go, no. Do you think ICP would like my stuff? Am I juggalo material, guys? What if I was pandering? I just come out with clown makeup, and I'm like, oh, this happened to me the other day. Like, all right, I don't like his material, but he put clown makeup on. A lot of times, if you want to take advantage of somebody, you'll hear people go like, do you want to see a puppy? But then they get older and you have to change your tactics. So then you have to be like, do you want to see Timothée Chalamet? And then they get older and then you have to switch it up. You have to say, do you want to see in-unit laundry? You ever been so drunk you have no concept of time? You know what I mean? You'll be on a date and she's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You're like, yeah, cool. And then she comes back, and you're like, whoa, already? She's like, it's been 20 minutes. Like, oh, okay. I bumped into my friend, we talked for 20 minutes. Oh, I'm glad you're back. Huh? Okay. This is gonna be good, guys. This is gonna be... Oh, I was watching the America's Next Top Model documentary. You guys watch that? I didn't grow up. I knew of it. I didn't know the ins and outs of everything, so it was kind of cool just to do a whole, documentary about the whole thing. And I found out like they were saying like some of the girls developed eating disorders, and I was like, yeah, no shit. Like it's modeling. You have to fit in the clothes. I'm not saying it's right, but that's the gig. That's like being surprised NFL players have CTE. Like, yeah, you have to ram your head into other guys. You know what I mean? And you're not going to believe this. There's eating disorders in the modeling industry. What? Breaking news. Water is wet. This just in. Gravity exists. Oh, I'm at the age now where like I have some friends who are divorced now. And it's different conversations than when you were in your 20s. You get to see the person, not like the man, Like, you get to be three-dimensional and like fully fleshed out after that. like you're talking to a human, you're talking to a divorced guy. Like a divorced guy can no longer put up that macho force field. It's sort of like Star Trek when like the blast field or the shield is taking too much damage. We can't be like, oh, what are you gonna get into later? Like after a divorce, it's like I'm hurting. You know.